as Christianity has declined here in America, the reverence towards government, the feds, they won't say the feds, I say that, but the institutions of government here are their own special, it's like a secular religion to a lot of people. Like, even pledging allegiance to this flag, and you go into a government school and it's got like, this president couldn't tell a lie, things that are clearly like way over the top. Yeah, and I've always likened it. I got this from a friend, Tom Woods. Imagine if Walmart ran the school system rather than the government, and they had pictures of the founder of Walmart on the wall, and then the various executives through the decades, and you're like, well, this founder was great because he couldn't lie. You'd look at it and go, that's crazy. You're saying this about men that owned a corporation?
Human beings will make anything into a religion. Could be drug use, could be gambling, could be a government structure. Like, it's true. When you see like really people who are really into their political party, it's like their religion.
Yes.
And all those religions will let you down sooner or later. They're going to lead to a crisis. Because there is such thing as political structures, and there's things you can do, but when you get them out of context and they become an end in themselves, it fulfills the religious instinct. So that's the thing I always wonder about atheism. Like, even your atheism becomes a religious instinct because humans are wired for religion.
Correct.
But yeah, I had a little tussle with the U.S. government. It's still going on. I'm going into my 11th year, and it's because I criticized corruption I found. And in the pharmaceutical industry, quite early in 2014, there was this company, Ligand Pharmaceuticals, that was selling this worthless drug called Promacta to Hep C patients. So Hep C was a really very serious virus until the end of 2013, when it was essentially cured by Gilead Sciences. And this company, Ligand, had found a loophole in a government program called the Orphan Drug Act, where they could take old molecules and they could get patent-like protections and they could jack the price up. And the public face of that became Martin Shkreli. A lot of people know him because he got so much media. At one point, he was called the most hated man in America, but he was actually put in business by the CEO of Ligand Pharmaceuticals. So a lot of these companies, it wasn't just Ligand, there were a number of them doing it. They were abusing this loophole, and they were getting tax dollars actually to invest in R&D. And the purpose of this legislation was so that companies would invest in orphan drugs. So these were drugs that treat very small patient populations. They would never be profitable or commercially viable without the taxpayer-funded dollars and the tax incentives. But they figured out, like, we could just get the designation, just jack the price up. So even if we only had like 1,000 patients or 5,000 patients globally, if we jack the price up $5,000 or 5,000%, it's a great business. So when I stumbled across this fraud, I exposed it, which I thought was the right thing to do, morally, ethically, and certainly as a priest, because these SOBs were preying on the sick and the dying in the hospital, the most vulnerable amongst us. When someone is in that state where they're just trying to grasp on to another week or another month of life, you could sell them snake oil, essentially. And that's what they were doing.